Documents provided by information leaker Ed Snowden revealed the extent to which governments spy on their citizens. Even apps like on your cell phone, like Angry Birds, which is of course very popular, can be used to collect your personal data. Joining us for more on this, we have cybersecurity expert Scott Schober joining us. He's president and CEO of Berkeley Varitronics Systems. Hi, Scott.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. You know, it's interesting. According to those Snowden documents, we learned the U.S., the U.K. as well, are spying through phone apps. A lot of people might be shocked at that.
Yeah, it is very shocking. When you first hear about it, it makes you wonder what's going to be next. And when you think about applications that are downloaded, such as Angry Birds, it's over 1.5 billion downloads on that. So that's a lot of people. And then combine that with all the other apps that are being downloaded and monitoring, it's tremendous amount of data that they're sifting through and looking at, our personal information. So it's concerning for all.
I have to ask you, how an app is the gateway, you know, to be spied on? How does that work?
Well, you wouldn't think about it at first, but then when you really do some digging into it, when you do download an app, what's going on? You're actually sending information about who you are, your mobile device, its make, the operating system, so they could see if it's an Android-based, an Apple-based, iOS phone, whatever the case may be, your personal information such as your email, even your address in many times, because when you subscribe to these services, iTunes or Google Play, you enter in all that information. Of course, the credit card information is not downloaded each time, but the general information is, and the important part is it's not encrypted, and that should be a concern for people. So every time you or your kids are downloading all these apps, this information is flying over the wireless network into the internet, and it's an easy target then for the NSA or other agencies to actually scarf that information and do some things with it.
So for us here in Canada, we wonder, you know, are we seeing our spy agencies do the same kind of thing? We don't know. Is it safe to assume that's happening?
Yeah, it's a pretty safe assumption that that's being done in Canada, of course, in Britain and throughout the U.S. through different agencies. And it makes sense if they're trying to target terrorists or other bad guys. But it is a little strange that they're looking through these volumes of data.
Yeah, no kidding. So what do we do, Scott, as a consumer? Do you just not download, and is it just free apps, or how do you protect yourself?
Well, it really doesn't matter whether it's a free app or an app you're paying for, because when you sign up on an iTunes, a Google Play, any of these download services, you provide all of your personal information, and in addition, that's being sent from your mobile phone each time that you download the app. So there's not much you could do about that, but you can do is minimize the number of downloads that you certainly do, and keep in mind, if you have things enabled on your privacy settings, such as location services, they will know, if they're looking at the data, where you are, where you've been, the time that actually happens, reoccurring if you're going back to the same place, and downloading certain things, so they could start to put together pieces of a puzzle, and it's kind of data mining that they're doing, so they know a lot of the whereabouts about a particular individual that they're trying to target. I don't think they necessarily care that I'm downloading Angry Birds or this or that, but they're trying to focus in and find these targets and put the big picture together and get the bad guys.
We do appreciate your information that you shared. Scott, thanks so much for this.
Sure. Thanks for having me on.